Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on Survive the Apocalypse, and pretty much we're going to go ahead and go over the update. And the first thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is going to be this right here, which is going to be our daily quest. So now they have added a total of 15 gems per every 24 hours. And it's not even gems, I guess you could say blood crystals, I guess, to some degree. And pretty much those blood crystals you can go ahead and use to go ahead and get this limited class known as the Stalker. And when we go ahead and click view right here, I barely have enough to go ahead and purchase them, so I'm going to go ahead and equip them so you guys can go ahead and just check it out. I'm going to show a little bit of gameplay on it, not too much, because I'm going to go ahead and try to level it up as quickly as I possibly can to make a showcase on this guy. But yeah, so pretty much you're going to want to go ahead and collect these red crystals. I'm going to call them blood gems for right now. To go ahead and get this guy, and it's only for a limited time. So you have until Saturday Pacific Standard Time, I believe, or no, it's not Saturday, I'm sorry, Sunday Pacific Standard Time, I believe at 8 a.m. if I remember correctly. Obviously it's different for everyone else. There is a difference in time zones for sure, but I believe it's 8 a.m. if I remember correctly, because I think they're going off of Filipino time. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what it was. We got it super early at 8 a.m. during the admin abuse, so I'm going to assume that's going to end on the same time. So that's pretty much it. And so pretty much there's multiple ways you can go ahead and get gems. The main way is by going into the game and waiting for the tomb to open, which I'm going to go ahead and show you, to go ahead and open, get the gems, and then escape, and buy the daily quest. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So pretty much this is what the tomb's going to look like, and there's going to be a timer on top that tells you when it opens. It is on a universal timer, so everyone's tombs open at the same time from my understanding. Now, one thing to go ahead and note is that it's going to be this little red square with a skull on it. And pretty much we're going to have to wait an hour and 48 minutes for it to go ahead and open. So we'll definitely go ahead and return very, very soon. And so pretty much now the tomb is open, and we're going to go ahead and head inside so you guys have an idea of what's going to happen in here. So pretty much you are going to have a couple chambers where you do have to fight a couple zombies, and you are going to have some screamers / switches in here as well, which is going to be the main issue. You do have a little chamber as well that's going to be kind of a little parkour, nothing too crazy, but you should be able to get down in the, well, onto the other side right here, which is the parkour area. And a lot of the zombies just kind of fall down, which are not the brightest, but at the same time, yeah, that's pretty much it. And on top of that too, there are new zombies. If you guys could go ahead and see down there, I know I definitely killed one, but you see the zombie right here that has like that skeleton outline? Pretty much that's the new zombie, which is going to be like the skeleton zombie, half skeleton. So pretty much like a rotting corpse for the tomb. And this is the main chamber of the tomb, and you are going to have to face the boss right here, which is going to be a little bit more challenging to go ahead and face. I personally think he's a lot more difficult to go ahead and attack, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and start right off the bat. And as you guys can see, he's going to be a big king with a sword, well, a sword and a kind of staff right here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to take these guys off as best as I possibly can. Obviously, we probably shouldn't have done this at night because it's going to be a little bit difficult, but we do have the fighter here that's actually doing the majority of the damage. And for some reason, I don't want to say this out loud, but NPCs for some reason don't exactly get attacked right off the bat. I don't know if you guys kind of noticed, but he was pretty much like being able to handle his own, and the boss didn't really focus on him. I mean, he did get super close to the red circle, which ended up knocking him out at the end. But we're going to go ahead and knock out this guy real quickly, and just like that, we did knock him out, which was pretty easy to go ahead and do. We're going to go ahead and show you guys that the blood gems automatically go into your inventory once you go ahead and pretty much pass it. And then you could go ahead and just take off. And just keep in mind too, once you go ahead and complete this, you're going to have to wait a total of 3 hours. I'm not sure if it's going to say on top. No, we have to escape. So pretty much you have to escape in order to keep the blood gems for them to go into the inventory for the lobby to go ahead and purchase the Stalker, I believe it's called. But yeah, pretty much once you go ahead and escape, you have to wait the duration of the rest of the 3 hours, and potentially have to get out immediately. And I'm not even going to go ahead and figure out how that happened, but that happened. I somehow survived. But yeah, so pretty much once again, I'm going to go ahead and go over what is kind of brand new to the update. Obviously, that's probably the biggest part of the update, is just that little piece. There's nothing really too crazy. on the update, aside from the new tomb and the new system to go ahead and try to get the blood gems, I guess you could go ahead and call them. And so we're gonna go ahead and just go over what we pretty much talked about. Obviously the last part when I was running away when I was starving didn't exactly make sense, but I'm gonna go ahead and clarify it. I just got so distracted that I was starving to death and I literally died. But let's go ahead and just go over it. The blood harvest event, which is only gonna last until I believe Saturday or Sunday. I think it's gonna last Saturday for people in the US, while people on the other side of the world, it's gonna last until Sunday. When it comes to the duration of it, pretty much when the admin abuse first started, this past like admin abuse is the next admin abuse is when it's going to go ahead and end. So whatever time that is, because I know I get this question a lot, like between updates, like when do the updates drop? They drop during the admin abuses, and so pretty much they will end during the next admin abuse. And this is a limited class. Once you go ahead and potentially run it, and whatever you get to, even if you're unable to unlock like level 3, whatever you have, you're not going to be able to go ahead and grind this anymore. So you only have until the next admin abuse to grind this, and if not, you're going to be stuck with like level 2 or level 1 or whatever you're at. Pretty much this is the tomb right here, which we did kind of go over. You do have a couple zombies in here in new variants, which is going to be the skeleton zombie. You are going to have a couple chests right here as well, and this is going to be the tomb area right here. Just keep in mind, you do have to beat the skeleton boss to go ahead and get these gems right here, which is going to be the main thing for sure. On top of that too, the class that I'm currently running and which is available for the blood gems is going to be Stalker. You could obviously purchase it for Robux, but if you're a person that likes to grind like I do, pretty much you could go ahead and grind the event. You do get blood gems every single round. Unfortunately, you only get 20 per each round when you escape, and then you got to wait the duration of the next 3 hours, which is a global clock, which means if you start and you pretty much complete this in an hour, once you get into the next lobby, you have to wait 2 hours to go ahead and pretty much run the next tomb. On top of that too, the new skeleton variation, which I believe I already talked about, the daily gems or the daily quests also have blood gems in there as well. You could get 15 max a day. On top of that too, they also did repair the healing drone. So pretty much before, healing drones wouldn't exactly heal everything to the maximum capacity if your generator was damaged, but they decided to go ahead and change that right off the bat because I believe there was a little bit of backlash as well. And on top of that too, I'm going to go ahead and just talk about a couple other things that I've kind of noticed. This is not on the change logs, but something that I've noticed. So pretty much when you go into the military base, sometimes you'll go into a tent or you'll go into the military raid compound, and sometimes it will glitch out to the point where you can't see anything on the map. And I think it's only specific to this update. I don't know if that's a bug or what, but pretty much when you go into a tent or you go into the military compound, sometimes everything like kind of goes blank and you only see like the bottom layer, which is going to be like the floor. In order to go ahead and fix that, because I have a couple people ask me about it because they were like, what's happening here? And all you got to do is just kind of move around the area and it'll go ahead and fix itself. But I just thought that was kind of unique to go ahead and add. And on top of that, for some reason, it does seem like this update does make you crash a lot more often. I never had any issues with crashing before, but for some reason with this update, I've been crashing like every so often whenever I play during the morning time. I'm not sure specifically the morning time, but during my live streams too, we did kind of crash a couple of times as well. And it's not just me, it's a couple other people, so just keep that in mind. If it does crash and you're in the lobby, don't worry, just start a new one. And as long as you don't have blood gems in your inventory, you should be fine. Nothing too crazy. And last but not least, you have to escape with these blood gems in order for them to count towards your progression to get Stalker. If you do not escape and you die in the game, unfortunately, those 20 gems that you did get are not going to be compatible. So just make sure you escape. Don't play yourself. Leave immediately as soon as you can once you get it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. So then, take care, everybody.